命を賭して守る。たとえ奪われるとも必ず取り戻すのだ。
Bakuro. Shinobi of the Divine Air, we meet again. Behold, the second mortal blade.
Genichiro. If you think you can change Ashina's fate with such a thing, you are mistaken. Wolf. No one has the right to the dragon's heritage. It is no one's to bear. I wish there was another way.
It's all right. One last time.
Yes. Let's finish this.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
In the end.
So it's pretty nuts. So this is Isshin Ashina has been like, it's not his actual grandson, is it, Genichiro?
Ashina will rise once more.
I think he sort of like adopted him. I think he came from like a poor background or whatever, and Isshin took him in and raised him and everything like that.
Ashina's long night comes to an end.
I guess he used him to obtain this. I do like how you fight Genichiro again, and it's, you know, pretty easy, that bit actually, compared to like the first time you fight him on top of the castle there.
Pitiful grandchild. This was your last wish. To see Ashina return from the great beyond. Which means Sekiro. I must destroy you. Count Sekiro!
Okay. I'm just keeping my distance here, and we're just baiting out those overheads and Kiris. Oh my god. Trying to, anyway. I know it's cheesy, I don't care. I've been doing this for a while now. I just want to kill this guy. So I'm going to do what it takes. Whoa, 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 whoa. So last time I did this, I got him down to within one hit. And then he got me. I just misjudged the jump. A little too close. And I'm not doing that again. Simple as that. This time, we're going down. Isshin. That's a scary one. Right. Super scary. Nothing stupid. Nothing stupid. Oh, hey now. That's not what we talked about, is it? Oh shit. Give me air. Oh, it's just two of them now, is he? Of course it is. Greedy and impatient now. See that? I'm not very tempted to risk those because it's difficult to tell if he's doing the thrust or if he's getting in the air for one of those. How does he hit me? What? No way. That's bullshit. What? Oh, I'm alive. I don't know how I was not dead there. Okay, let's just concentrate. Back into the rhythm. There we go. So this is the thing, I know I can do this fight better. I've been at this for probably an hour and a half now, I suppose, you know. And yeah, I'm just getting a bit tired, very close last time. I just want to get it done, get him dead. And it's just that it takes so long to get to the stage, you know, each time. But, you know, it could be one of those ones. If I don't do it this time, I'll come back to it tomorrow and probably nail it first time. Meter up there too. So keep it going. Ooh, keep it going. Keep it going. Concentrate. Very nearly. Very nearly. Just get it in there. There's a jump. Oh no, 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 no. Not again, not again. Yes! Die! You better be dead.
Do it! Well done, Sekiro. Farewell.
At his peak, Isshin Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength, a single-minded killing machine of a man. Ooh, sorry for the little cut there, just wanted to pour myself a glass of wine to celebrate. So yeah, I mean, that was not the ideal way to do that last section there, but I'll probably leave a couple of my attempts in there because I got pretty close, like going at him and playing aggressive and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a strategy. Maybe it's not in the way Sekiro is supposed to be played, but you know, Saint Isshin, he's dead. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're not done. I really thought that'd be the end. Combat art, so Dragon Flash. Combat art that performs a high-speed cut from a sheath stance. Charged to send out shockwaves, cost spirit elements to use. In his younger years, Isshin was a devil with the sword, spending his days in pursuit of life or death combat. He often ruminated on how a cut should be made, but his blade always moved first. 20,000. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that is what he's wearing. Okay. You're definitely dead, right? Where's our sword? Oh. I mean, yeah, this is a cool battlefield. You know, it reminds me of MGS3 against the boss there. But the only problem I had with it is I did find it a little difficult to see what he was doing sometimes. That's why I was like, particularly in the second phase, I was trying to like bring him down here so I could actually see what the hell was going on. But that second phase definitely harder than the third phase. Oh my god, that spear! That was awful. I didn't have too much trouble against the 7 spears guys, but the spear and the sword, yeah, that was tricky. Oh no!
Wolf, where are you?
Oh wait, okay. So, giving him the dragon's tears will end the severance. That will do the immortal severance, right? But that will also claim Kuro. Whereas if we do this and give the dragon's tears and the Everblossom, I think this will sacrifice us instead of Kuro. Maybe he can have a normal life. If I've understood that right. So I'm gonna do that one. Because I had to work hard to get that Everblossom. Yeah.
I am at your side. Take the dragon tears. I hereby condemn the last immortal. May you live on and embrace what it means to be human.
So you're leaving? Yes. I too will live for every moment. And then I will pass on. Just as my shinobi did for me. Lady Emma, I owe much to you as well.
No, that was so good. So, if I understand it properly then, so what was actually throughout here was the Ashina lands were actually sort of being weakened and were being threatened by other areas of Japan, like the Interior Ministry, and those were the guys that were attacking the castle with the shadows, and I don't think we know who was actually, the figurehead that was behind that. But I think it was just more meant to be like a feudal conflict. And so basically, like, Isshin and his grandson, well, his, adopted grandson Genichiro were trying to do anything they could to save Ashina. And that's why they started delving into this, slightly heretical things, like with those centipedes and the immortality and things like that. And Owl also believed that. He was working for Isshin Ashina, and that's where it all kind of came about. But the divine child there, Kuro, didn't want that. They shouldn't have been doing those things, and they were basically pressuring him to give them immortality so they could fight for Ashina. It's kind of my understanding then, which is a cool story. I think they could have explained a little bit better who was being, who the enemy was from the outside of Ashina. I think that might have been, could have been, reinforced a bit more, but whatever. And if you're thinking about it now, with the second mortal blade, there was that in the chest outside Isshin's room. There was that scroll talking about the mortal blade. And I didn't put anything together. I just thought, well, he's this old guy. He's running the show. He's got to have a load of stuff. But they're obviously, looking for any way to create a divine child themselves who can give them this immortality so they can fight. And it's a really cool story, you see. And from what I understand, there are more endings as well in this one. Obviously, because we had that choice at the end there. And we also had the choice when we first fought Owl at the top of the Ashina Castle. We could have sided with him there as well, which I guess would lead to different events. Which is cool, which is really, really good, and I don't know, I like that ending. It's kind of bittersweet, but that was our role as Shinobi. And a cool story, and I really liked I liked being a character. I'm not that bothered about not having any customization or anything like that, because I really enjoyed being a character and being able to interact with the people of this world. Instead of having like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, where you're kind of just this mute, random figure that can be anyone or whatever, and you just kind of goes through the whole thing as having people talk at you all the time, and I felt this was more of a story, and I think I preferred that a lot, actually. The world itself was beautiful as well. I mean, very cool setting with feudal Japan and all that, and the different areas. I mean, it wasn't quite so massive and interconnected as some of the Dark Souls games, but that was fine. I don't think it lost anything for that. And I don't think an interconnectedness like that would work in an area like this, because this is... It just wouldn't have made sense, really, Because you have the castle and where people actually live, and then you have the wilderness. There wouldn't be a lot of interconnectedness there. So I think that was fine. I think that was really good. So yeah, I wasn't... Well, I quite liked it, actually. I didn't have to worry about, which build am I going to have, which weapons are going to use. It really put it down to just your skill, you're being able to do it with what you've got. There's no, you had the arts and and prosthetics and stuff that could help in certain situations. But at the end of the day, if you're not good with the sword and not good with deflecting, you're not gonna get through this. And then I suppose that brings me to the combat. I absolutely loved this combat. Absolutely loved it. At the beginning, I found it really difficult because when I played the other From games, I never parried at all. Even in Bloodborne, I barely parried at all, and still got through it. But this one, once you get into it and really get into like a rhythm with a deflect and the hit is so satisfying to do it well. It's one of those ones. Once you get over that initial hump, it's just so engaging and so satisfying. You know, particularly like it's such a great part as well. You know, the first time you fight Genichiro. And it's just this insurmountable task. He's so fast and hits so hard and doesn't stagger and everything like that. He's got his stupid bow. And then you come to him at the end of the game and he's able... I mean, he still killed me a couple of times, but that's because of my own sloppiness and my own over-eagerness to get to the main fight at the end there. So, you know, you take your eye off the ball for a second and you're still dead. But when you're on it, it's just... incredibly satisfying. And I think I might platinum this. I got a feeling I think I might go through and try and get the other endings because I kind of want to see what happens. I might show it, I might not, I don't know, I might just keep it as just this run through in this ending because I'll just do it a bit casually, like I'm a bit ahead. Was there any more? Aha. Start playthrough 2 now. If you choose not to start playthrough 2 now, you may do so by accessing the large sculptor's idol in the dilapidated temple at any time. Okay, so I'm going to say no, not yet. But I would like to do it. I think I will. So it'll probably be a more satisfying way to grind up to the get all the abilities and the prosthetics, stuff like that. You know, pretty close actually. The abilities take a little while. Probably need about 30 skill points or something like that. You know. Yeah, so very cool. I don't know what else I've got to do around here really. I mean, I've got all the prayer beads, which is pretty satisfying. But we got the memory to use, haven't we? Why don't we do that? There we go, start playthrough 2. Dragon Rot, yeah, I do need to do that, but that's do this. So 14. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Isshin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. Cool. So yeah, I mean skills, like I said, I got 11 there. 21, 23, 26, 29, 32, 36, and then these ones, wow, 9, 36, and then that's 42, 47, 56 more skill points. Wow. So yeah, that's going to take a bit of a while. But the prosthetics got pretty close, that's pretty good. So I don't know if I've got much else I can really do here. So there, I should have a fair bit of money saved up. I don't know what will transfer over. How much money do I need to do these? 1,500, 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 12,000. Plus the materials. Mainly fulminated mercury is going to be a tricky one, and fat wax. So 12,000, what do we got? 4, 8, 9 already. That's pretty good. So not far off on the money. So what else? Yeah, the bosses were really good. I mean, I found the monster bosses to be a lot more difficult because it wasn't, well, and like I mentioned in the playthrough, it was more because they were so big, and when you're trying to get up close to them and do everything and really get into them and be aggressive, I can't really see what they're doing. You know, it'd be nice if the camera could sort of zoom out a little bit so I can see what the hell's going on. And that was really where the problem I had was. Demon Hatred was a really weird one. I thought that was very much like a Souls boss, you know, or a Bloodborne boss. Nothing. I don't know what this is for. There's been nothing in it the entire game. I'll have to look that up. But I'm quite, well, now I can finally look at all the stuff online and actually look at it and not be worried that I'm going to spoil something huge for myself. I mean, like I say, I did look at some things because, like I say, I really enjoy playing these, but none of my friend group really are into these type of things, so I haven't really got anyone to talk to about it. So it's kind of I started doing these silly little things. And, oh, can we... So what stage are we at now? I don't go up the top here, see who's about. Well, I wonder if like Isshin's just going to be dead up there or something. Or maybe Emma's still around. So yeah, so I had a little look, saw some stuff, but really not a lot. I mean, I didn't look up any... I only looked at stuff on bosses after I'd beaten them, you know, to see how other people had done it and stuff like that. So they are still here.
Master Wolf, I'm glad you've come.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye.
You know he's a bloody bastard, don't you? I had to fight him and everything. Okay. So I might do a couple of little extra ones. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably see how it goes, but this may well just be it for still some idols that aren't lit again. Oh, actually, that was one thing I did see. I think if we go here. So as I think I mentioned, like I said, I wanted to. Okay, there's two things we'll do just to finish up, because that is what I looked up. Because you know, I was at the end of the game. I was before Isshin. I was pretty certain this was the end of the game. Just because, you know, what else could there be? So I looked up the quest lines because I wanted to see where Black Magic was, see if I'd just missed it or did something wrong. And I think, because there was also the... Yeah, here we go. Oh crap. Is our...
Have finally succeeded.
Yeah, these guys. Oh my god. Look at him. This is insane. This is the guys that were doing all their... Hey. What kind of dicks now? What? Get off. Who are doing the experiments, right? Up in here, and they've gone all evil now. You know what? Let's try and get the drop on them here, I think. So yeah, this is the samurai we sent to them, and this is where they went. So I must have been pretty close. Just didn't quite see them. So why don't we? Pretty cool when the red eyes just pop up there. Can I use sugars in here? No, I can't. Okay. Let me see if we can sneak up on them or something. Did I go past it? Yeah. There's two of them. I prefer not to fight. Both of them together. Can I get up this way? There we go. Woohoo. Oh, I didn't land on him. Oh, okay. No, you don't. Oh, got too greedy. Stuck now. There you go. Turn my game volume up a little bit again. So that's where these guys ended up, down here. What do we get for that? Good. Ooh, red lump. Consumed to gain red eyes and reduce flinching from enemy attacks, but also prohibits use of resurrection. The red mass will not mould or wither, and though it does no harm, it will likely remain in the stomach even after its potency is worn off. And an academic's red lump. Dosaku and Dojin were the quintessential master and disciple. Often when pursuing the ideal itself, one need only look within. Well, there we go, that's where they end up. And apparently Black Badger was in the castle. And I must have just gone right past him, if I got it right. Gonna be chewing this one over for a while. Supposedly by some tree near the old grave. I thought I had a good look around here. I know where it might be actually. Well, there was kind of a random tree, just sort of over there. Everyone's chill up here, right? Over there, I wonder. No? Okay, well, maybe got it wrong then. Alright, well, I don't know where he is. Apparently he's by some tree near the old grave, so maybe it's down further. I thought I cleared it out. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah, apparently he's around by some tree somewhere and he doesn't end so well. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Roger, look who it is. I couldn't take it. Too many rats screaming in out of the woodwork. Isshin must have terrified me. That's why I gone and done something on the What happened? Those major rats. They were closing in. So I said, and now look at me. This is my Black Hat Badger story. And I gotta thank you. Take me for one. When I'm gone, I would give it to you now.
Aww. We get a Mibu pilgrimage balloon. Mibu balloon made in the year of the Dragon Spring pilgrimage, sealed with a prayer for healthy upbringing. Burst the white Mibu balloon while clasping one's hands in prayer. Those splashed with water will enjoy increased gains of all sorts for a time. On it is crudely scrolled to Tenkichi from Badger. He was trying to save the kid and took something out. Well, that's not a nice way to end, I think, isn't it? Well, I'll probably drag this on long enough. So,